Okay, what do you mean by quadratic, students? What is quadratic equation? Look here. First, we'll start with basic. If I write a plus 3 is equal to 5, this has how many variables? How come two variable? Variable meaning is alphabet. One variable. Variable meaning is alphabet. If you want to find a, 3 goes to the other side. A is equal to 2. This is just a normal equation. We call simple linear equation. This is simple linear equation. Whichever, remember this, students, whichever has equation has only one variable and degree is 1. Look, the degree of a is 1. So this is known as simple linear equation. A quadratic equation is, it's a linear equation with degree 2. If I write a square plus 3 is equals to 12. What's the degree? How many variables are there? How many variables? One variable. What's the degree? 2. Remember, whichever has degree 2, this entire thing is quadratic equation. So if degree is 1, how many values did we get for a, students? For a, how many value? Only 1 value. But if the degree is 2, a square, 3 goes to the other side. A square is equal to 9. If I want to find a, what happens to square if it goes to the other side? Root 9. So whenever degree is 2, you'll get two values. What are those two values? If you remove the root, you get plus minus 3. Remember. So the meaning of plus minus 3 is a is plus 3 as well as a is also minus 3. Can you see for degree 2 we have two values, plus 3 and minus 3. So this is the concept of quadratic. A quadratic will have degree 2, which means you have to find two values. Why are you late, Kia? Is Kia online? Yeah, don't make a note, student. Just go through this. Just go through all this a basic. Okay, Kia, can you respond? Okay, now what is the answer for A? What are the two things we got for A? 3 and minus 3. This 3 and minus 3, this is known as solution. Solution of A, students. Okay, now let me take the solution of A. If I insert in this value, A square plus 3 is equal to 12. Okay, look here. Left hand side we have equation, right hand side we have 12. For A we have two solutions. We call it solution or root. The meaning is same. Solution or root, meaning is same. So for A, how many roots do we have now? We have two roots. What are the two roots? A and minus A. Sorry, 3 and minus 3. Now, if I put any one value here, if I substitute, let me take first one. I should get 12 on this side as well. 3 square is 9 plus 3. Are we getting 12 is equal to 12? Left hand side is equal to right hand side. So you'll have questions based on this. They'll ask you to prove it. They'll give you the solution or root. Kia, can you respond? Okay, next. Yeah, good evening. Why are you late? Next. If I put minus 3, students, look here. See, all this I can't keep explaining, K. If you want to go through the recording, first 10 minutes. Next. Okay. Enough, K. Explanation. I've told you so many times. Button on time still. Okay, what's the answer, students? Minus 3 the whole square you get? What do you get? Again, 12 is equal to 12. So, which means the root, students, root is nothing but the answer of A. You'll have two answers for A. Not only A, any alphabet. They might give A, B, X, anything. So that two answers, if you substitute, left hand side should be equal to right hand side. If this condition satisfy, then this is known as the root or solution of basically the answer. That's it. Just remember it's the answer. So in exam, whenever you come across the word root or solution in quadratic, remember it's the answer. It's the answer for that variable. Is this clear? Understood? Okay, now the general equation. Now I gave an example. See, I gave an example a square plus 3 is equal to 12. The general quadratic equation, students, general formula is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the general equation. Okay, tell me how many variables are there in this? I mean, x is the main variable. Forget about a and b. X is present, right? So remember, general quadratic equation is you'll have two x value in the highest degree is 2, students. Highest degree is 2. Here a and b are numbers, alphabets. A, B, C are constants. Okay, the actual variable is x. A, B, C are constants. For example, 3x square plus 4x plus 7 is equal to 0. Look, doesn't it look like this? Yeah, what is a value? A is 3. B is, just look at the coefficient, 4. C is 7. So you'll have three separate value a, b, c. Those are numbers as I mentioned, and you'll have degree 2, highest degree 2. Okay. Now the difference. You all can ask, what's the difference between this and this? Can you tell me the difference? See, let me simplify this. Let me simplify. A square is equal to 3 goes to the other side, 9 students. Now tell me what's the difference. Both are quadratic. Tell me what left hand side, what is missing, what is present. No, no, not 0. By the way, only you can see only 0. What about this? It has one extra value x. No, no, not like that. X, it has x value extra. Here does it have a value extra? No. Okay, if you're getting confused with the alphabet, let me change it as x. See, don't write all this, students. If you'll understand the concept, that is enough. Let me take 2. X square is equal to 9. So in left hand side, we have only x square. But in right hand side, we have x square as well as x, right? So whenever you get equation like this, where only x square is given, we call this equation as affected quadratic equation. Sorry, this is known as pure equation. Pure, because there is no additional x value given. There is no degree 1 value given. So we call this as pure quadratic equation. Whenever you have an additional value like this, 4x, this equation is known as affected quadratic equation. Just make a note of these two names. One is known as pure quadratic. Remember, a pure quadratic will have only degree 2. An affected quadratic. Is this affected or affected language? Yes, the name is affected quadratic equation. Okay, example for pure quadratic is x square is equal to 4, x square is 9, then 3x square minus 8 is equal to 0. Is any x value given? Any extra x value given? These are the examples. If I talk about affected, 4x square plus 5x is equal to 0, or 7x square is equal to 3x. How do you arrange 7x square is equal to 3x, students? What's the general equation? Ax square plus b 0. Sometimes c will not be given. You have to consider it as 1. How do you rearrange this? You have to shift 3x to the left hand side. Right hand side becomes 0. What is a value? 7. What is b? Minus 3. C, is c given there? No, c is not given. C cannot be 0. Yes. C is not given. You can't take 1, students. What you have to take? 0. Just make a note of this, right? What is pure quadratic? Affected quadratic. And write the general equation ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, completed all of you? Let's go through once affected and pure. And while you're correcting the information for the stock market thing, only Ruth and Abigail had sent. What about Kia, Bhargavi, Aarti? See, every day you have to make notes, students. The stock market, I told you all, every day it keeps changing. Today values, tomorrow it will be different. Hardly it would take 5 minutes. Just take 5 Indian stock market, 5 US or all Indian stock market, anything is fine. Okay, all of you done? Completed? Next. Okay, they'll give an equation and they'll ask you to check whether it is quadratic or not. Minus 2. You have to check whether it is quadratic or not, students. So, in order to check whether it is quadratic or not, first we have to solve and compare it with the general equation. What's the general equation? Quadratic equation plus 0. Yeah. So, see one more thing, only factorization part is left. Formula method, I've already taught you. So, 50% of this chapter is already done. Once we solve, you'll all will look here. Ax square. First, we need to solve. Whenever bracket is given, how do you solve this, students? You take 3x in bracket like this, right? You have to solve. Okay, this is what we did. We used to do. Now you can try doing it directly. Look here, I'll tell you. Multiply this 3 with both. What is 3 twos are? 6x. Then 3x into minus 3 is minus 9. Then multiply this with both. Minus minus into minus 6 plus 6. Okay, try this. Arrange all the order. Arrange this. Solve and arrange in this form. Let me see how many people can do. Yes. Shift the students. See, look at this. All the values should be on the left hand side. So minus 4, minus 9. Then what are the other numbers? Minus 2x becomes plus 2. Plus 10x becomes, there's already 6. Keep 6 as it is. Minus 6 becomes, sorry, plus 5. Solve this. Add and subtract. Solve it. What is 6 minus 4? 2x square. What about the x students? Okay, minus 9 minus 4 is, see, just take the numbers. For these three, you'll get 23, right? Minus 23 plus 2 is minus. Okay, does it satisfy the equation? See, we have a is equal to 2, b is equal to minus 21, c is equal to 11. Along with this, we have x square and also x. Okay, so this is not a pure quadratic, but affected quadratic equation. Still, it's a quadratic equation. This is how we have to prove it. Okay. So in exam, if they give you this, solve up to here, solve up to here, and you have to mention. This is the statement you have to write. Shall we go do the next one? Okay. Okay. Next question. Next, they'll give you. So that was about proving, students. They'll ask you to prove. You have to prove. Next, they'll ask if x is equal to 1 by 2 is the solution. What's the other word I told you for solution? Yes. They'll either mention solution or root, any one or both like this of the equation. Find p. So in the beginning I told you, whenever they tell something is a root or solution, what you have to do? You have to substitute in place of x. Okay. So whenever they give this root, students, remember, simply just substitute. Let me take x. 1 by 2 is 3 by 2. So if I substitute, see, there is square given according to board mass. First you have to open the bracket. Some students will directly cancel. Is this correct way to do? Is this right? No. If you try to do all such things, you'll definitely get 0. You won't get right answer. So first open the bracket. Okay, take LCM, completed students. Find the value of P. Cecilia, are you doing? Kia, Cecilia. Take LCM for all this. Shift, find the value of P. Let me see. So today we have learned two main topics: general equation and what is root or solution. 1 minus P, 1 minus 3. Okay, let me check. Others completed. Let me do it. No, no, you can't take that. If you take that, it becomes minus, right? You can do it, Ruth. You can take minus. But the actual way is take LCM, students, so that you can eliminate 0. Eliminate the denominator. Try it. Try it however you want. Take the other side, same side. But I need the value of P. Tell me here. 9 minus 12 plus 3P, right? Take LCM, it goes once, twice, 3. What happens to 2 if it goes to the other side? 1. Okay. How come minus 2? What are you telling here? Division goes to the other side becomes 0. 9 minus 12 is? You can't directly find P, students. Remember, you have to do it step by step. Minus 3 goes to the other side. Okay. Is who told minus 1 by 3 or something? Yes, Aarti. Check where you have gone wrong. This is same like linear inequation, students. So I think it is easy to solve. You try to do directly, you'll definitely go wrong. So always stick on to basic LCM, shifting left hand side, right hand side. Yes. 1 is the answer, students. Okay. Okay. Based on this, there are 3 questions in your textbook. We'll solve. We'll start solving. Okay. First, we'll do 1 or 2 MCQ question. Look at the first MCQ question. How do you solve the value of x, students? Minus 9 goes to the other side. What's the answer? No, no, no. What's the degree? What did I tell you? If degree is 2, the answer also should be 2, right? It is plus minus 3. Till your ninth, you didn't have quadratic students. So remember, I think some teacher would have told you all, whenever this is given, right, plus minus 3 by 2, right? So this is the actual reason. The meaning of plus minus is when degree is 2 quadratic equation, x will have two values, that is plus 3 by 2 and minus 3 by 2. So if you mark 3 by 2, wrong. If you mark minus 3 by 2, this is also wrong. What's the option? Fourth one. So whenever this is not for cube, this is only for square because it is quadratic. Remember, for square it is always plus minus. Whatever answer you get, write it as plus minus. Okay, next one. See, next one more concept is zero product rule. Zero product rule. So this is one of the important concepts, students. So concentrate. What do you mean by zero product rule? If I write 5b is equal to 0, what is b value? How come 5? 0 divided by 5 is how much? 0, right? So which means, I'll give one more example. A into b is equal to 0. So whenever there are two equations and 0 is given, what is a value, students? If you want to find a, what's the answer? 0. If you want to find b, 0. So just substitute. Take a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0. Remember this. Take a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0. The rule is it should have multiplication. That's the meaning of product. Right hand side it should have 0. This is the concept of zero product rule. Okay. Now it would be confusing. When we solve a question, you'll understand. So whenever there is multiplication, just remember this. Multiplication in between, 0 on the right hand side, use zero product rule. Okay, 0. So what do you mean by zero product rule? Look at this question. X minus 3 into x plus 5. There are two equations. Can you see in between there is multiplication and right hand side is 0? Okay, according to zero product rule, take the first equation, equate it with 0, comma. Take this again. What is x value? 3. And 5 goes to the other side. Another x value is how much? Minus 5. So the answer for x is 3 and minus 5. And see, don't get confused. It is not or. It's a quadratic equation, definitely two values, and 3 and minus 5. Okay, now check the answer in textbook, students. Is it or and? Now just check option 3 or 4. Exercise 5AB, option 4, right? Yes, and. The meaning of and is, I told you all in the beginning itself. Whenever degree 2 is given, it will have two values. So or meaning is option, and meaning is both. Okay, look at the next one. If 4 is the root of equation, what did I tell you? If anything is root, you have to substitute, right? Okay, if I substitute 4 here, 4 square plus k into 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. 16 plus 4k minus 4. Find the value of k, students. What's the answer? Okay, this was a simple question. Next. D1, you'll try it for homework. Look at E, students. E is this opposite. X square minus 7x is equals to 0. Find the value of x. You all have to respond. I've already taught this. Okay, no, I didn't teach. Look here. Is any x value given? No, right? We need to find. Okay. What is common to them, students? What is common? In bracket, can you see sum and product rule? Two. What's the sign in between these two? Use sum and product. What is sum and product? Take the first one is equal to 0, comma. What's the second one? Okay. X is 0. If minus 7 goes to the other side, how many values are there? D, D I didn't do. I gave it for homework. Here. Yeah. C1 we got minus 3. This one. Sum and product rule, Bhargavi. This is using sum and product. If you want to find x square minus 9, tell me the answer for this. X is equal to root 9 is how much? Plus minus? What do you mean by plus minus 3? X will have plus 3 or and minus 3. All of you will concentrate your students. Stop writing, look at the screen. Did you understand this? Okay. I'll teach the same using sum and product. This is basic one. Now, in 9th standard, you would have studied a concept called a square minus b square. What is 9? If you factorize 9, 3 square. Doesn't it look like a square minus b square? What is a square minus b square? Which rule can we apply here? Sum and product. I mean product. Before this, I taught you all right. Product rule. Zero product rule. Can you see right hand side we have 0, and in between these two we have product multiplication sign, right? So take this equation. X plus 3 is equal to 0 and take this with this. x minus 3 is equal to 0. If you solve, what are we getting? X is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to plus 3. You can either do it like this or like this. Can you see we're getting the same answer? Product rule. This is known as zero product rule. Okay, the same concept. Explain here, Bhargavi. What is common to them? See, if I take x square is equal to 7x and x is equals to root 7x, is it possible to get x value? No. So that is what you do. Whenever we have x square and 7x, take common, students. X is common in bracket, what do you get? Yes. Now 0 is on the right hand side. In between x and x minus 7, there is which sign? Use product rule. Take x is equal to 0. Next, take this. X is equal to 0 is correct. X minus 7, x is equal to. So x is equal to, what are the values? 0 and not or, it is and. Remember that. Okay, complete this, students. What is given here? If 2 by 3 is a solution, what do you mean by solution? You have to substitute, right? Find m. Yeah, solve this question. Root and root will get cancelled. See, this root 2 by 3, you can even split and write it like this. Both are same. Plus 2, which is plus 2. Oh yeah, I missed out plus 2 in the equation. Just a minute, students. The equation is 2 plus 2, 4 goes to the other side, you get -4, right? So what is m value? √3 goes to the other side, becomes multiplication. Response, students, what do you get? Square root of 2 by 3 becomes 3 by 2. Just reciprocate. 2 by 3 becomes 3 by 2. Check the answer, is it correct? Exercise 5A, second question. Yeah, reciprocate. See, √3 is in denominator position, right? Yeah, with respect to x bar. How do you solve this question? Respond. What happens to √3? Multiply. And here, if you want to find what happens to √2, is this the answer or something else? Is it simplified? Right. In textbook, is this the answer given? Or they've simplified? Okay, fine. Look here, let me simplify. √3 divided by √2. √2 is rational or irrational? It's irrational, meaning it's a non-perfect square. How do you rationalize? Into 2. So you get -4 into what is √3 into √2? Those who don't know this rule, students, you can multiply. So you can just multiply √3 into √6. What is √3 into √3? 3. How do you get 3? √3 into √3 is 3 3s are 9. What is square root of 9? 3. You can just multiply like this. 4 3s are 12. Okay, if I write it is 15. The same way, √6, 2 root 2 into 2 root 2 is how much? Denominator. Only this will get cancelled. Minus, I think this should be the answer, right? Okay, so always simplify, students. See, it's very simple. The reason they simplify is denominator shouldn't have non-perfect square. √2 is irrational. Okay, the third one will continue tomorrow. It's time. Attend at 7. Try to join on time. If not, you will miss the starting. Only what is root and what time do you have class? Yeah, next class. 8:30. Okay. I'll send a link. Join at 8. 8 to 8:10. First 10 minutes you can attend there. All of you done? Completed?